Coming up this week on High School Quiz Show, it's Needham High School. Taking on Brookline High School. That's next on High School Quiz Show.
The new Drive with Safety mobile app was designed with your teen driver's safety in mind. The Drive with Safety app helps monitor and reduce distracted driving behaviors. You can ask an independent agent about safety insurance. We'll help you manage life's storms.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to High School Quiz Show. I'm Billy Costa, your host. Now, back in November, over 100 high school teams throughout Massachusetts competed on our Super Sunday qualifying event to earn one of 16 spots in this year's competition. The goal now is to become the next High School Quiz Show state champion. Now, today's matchup has Brookline High School taking on Needham High School. Last year, these two teams battled to a tiebreaker, overtime. So today's match should be a great one. And on the Brookline team, we have Guy, Emma, Bradley, and Gabe, with alternate Oscar and Coach Adam Freed. And for Needham High, we've got Ann, Ben, Seth, and Roger, with alternates Daniel and Sam, and coaches Brad Walker and Ken Brook, everybody. Okay, the competition has 4 rounds, a toss-up, a head-to-head, a category round, and a lightning round. And we will start with the toss-up round. All answers in this round are worth 10 points. And this is the only round with no point deductions for wrong answers. So, if the teams are ready, so am I. Good luck, and here we go. The Great Salt Lake, the largest saltwater lake in the Western Hemisphere, is located in what U.S. state? Yes, Emma?
Utah?
Yes, author Mark Twain was born in 1835 and died in 1910, the same years that what comet passed by the Earth? Yes, Gabe?
Halley's Comet?
Yes. In Rick Riordan's novel, The Lightning Thief, 12-year-old Percy Jackson discovers he is the son of what Greek god of the sea? Yes, Emma?
Poseidon.
Poseidon is right. On May 13th, 1940, just 3 days after replacing British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain, who said, "I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat." Yes, Roger?
Otto von Bismarck?
No, Brookline, you want to try it? Emma?
Winston Churchill.
Yes, and now take a look at your screens, also known as the Southern Lights. What luminous phenomenon, pictured here, can be seen in the night sky near the Earth's South Pole? Yes, Gabe?
Aurora Borealis?
No, Needham High, you want it? Yes, Seth?
Aurora Australis.
That is correct. Founded in 1565, what Florida city was the first permanent European settlement in what is now the continental U.S.? Yes, Guy?
St. Augustine.
Correct. On the periodic table of elements, what is the chemical symbol for antimony? Yes, Roger?
SB?
Yes, also known as Generation Y. What term coined by sociologists William Strauss and Neil Howe refers to the cohort of individuals born between 1982 and 2004? Yes, Gabe?
Millennials?
Yes. In the Iliad, Homer describes how King Agamemnon led a fleet of 1,000 ships to attack what city? Yes, Guy?
Troy.
Troy is right. Again, take a look at your screens. A question from a very special guest right here.
Hi, I'm Marty Walsh, Mayor of Boston. Here's my question. On April 18, 1775, on the orders of Paul Revere, 2 signal lanterns were hung in the steeple of what historic church in Boston?
Gabe?
Old North Church?
Old North Church is correct. At the 2017 MTV Movie Awards, who won history's first gender-neutral acting prize for her role as Belle in Beauty and the Beast? Anne?
Emma Watson.
That is correct. The play Inherit the Wind opened on Broadway in 1955. It was inspired by what highly publicized case known as the monkey trial. Yes, Roger?
Scopes.
Yes, that is correct. In 2017, what U.S. Housing Secretary and former neurosurgeon proposed cutting more than $6 billion in programs to help low-income households? Yes, Gabe.
Carson.
Dr. Ben Carson is right. Which of the following countries extends the farthest north? Is it A, Canada, B, Iceland, C, Norway? Yes, Guy.
Norway.
No, Needham High. You want it? Yes, Seth.
Canada.
Canada is right. Math question here. How many square feet are in 1 square yard? Yes, Bradley.
9.
Correct. After Quebec was attacked by the British in 1628, what French explorer known as the father of New France was taken to England as a prisoner? Yes, Emma.
Lawrence, St. Lawrence.
No, Needham High. You want to try it? Yes, Seth.
Champlain.
Samuel de Champlain is correct. In 2017, school districts across the country warned parents about what Netflix series that some critics say romanticizes teen suicide. Yes, Gabe.
13 Reasons Why.
Yes. Sarah Shoemaker's recent book, Mr. Rochester, is a retelling of what Charlotte Bronte story? Yes, Guy.
Jane Eyre.
Yes. And what 1939 film features the song Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead? Yes, Gabe.
The Wizard of Oz.
Yes. Which of the following is a synonym for nonplussed? Is it A, perplexed, B, angry, or C, secretive? Anne.
Perplexed.
Correct. Guantanamo Bay Naval Base is a U.S. military detention center located at the southeastern end of what country? Yes, Guy.
Cuba.
Yes. What Canadian rapper and actor who once starred on Degrassi, The Next Generation, went home with a record 13 trophies at the 2017 Billboard Music Awards? Yes, Gabe.
Drake.
Drake is right. When Britain leaves the European Union in 2019, what nation will become the only EU member with nuclear weapons and a permanent seat on the UN Security Council? Ben.
France.
France is right. Math question coming. In its first year in business, the car dealership sold 10,000 cars. In its second year, it sold 20% more. What is the total number of cars it sold over 2 years? Yes, Gabe.
22,000.
Yes, about 500,000 babies, 1/8 of all U.S. births, are born every year in what U.S. state? Yes, Seth?
California.
Correct. Caffeine increases levels of what neurotransmitter that activates the pleasure center in certain parts of the brain? Yes, Emma.
Dopamine.
Yes. On the first full day of Donald Trump's presidency, more than 2.5 million people worldwide, including 500,000 in Washington, D.C., protested during what historic march? Yes, Seth?
The Women's March.
Yes. What German republic was established immediately following the abdication of Kaiser Wilhelm II on November 9th, 1918? Yes, Guy?
Weimar Republic.
Yes. Patriots' Day is a state holiday in Massachusetts. And what other state that was once part of Massachusetts Bay Colony? Yes, Emma?
Maine.
Maine is right. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a zombie in possession of brains must be in want of more brains. This quote is from what parody novel of a Jane Austen classic? Yes, Anne?
Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
That is correct. The 3 types of muscle tissue are smooth, skeletal, and what type located in the walls of the heart? Yes, Roger.
Cardiac.
Yes, known for promoting learning and literacy and for defeating the Vikings at the end of the 9th century. Who's the only English-born monarch known as the Great? Yes, Guy?
Alfred the Great.
Yes. Cashews are an important export crop for Kenya and what neighboring country to the south? Yes, Guy?
Tanzania.
Yes. Revered in Judaism and Christianity for his wisdom, and in Islam as a prophet, what biblical king of Israel built the first temple of Jerusalem? Yes, Gabe?
Solomon.
Yes. Whoa. That's the bell ending round 1. The score right now, Brookline High School, 220 points. Needham High School, 120 points. How about it, folks? Okay, the head-to-head round is next. First, we're going to take a couple of minutes and warm up the contestants, if you will. Get to know them a little bit better. I've got a question. Each of you will have a chance to answer it in his or her own way. And we'll start with Brookline High. And here it comes, Guy. If you could give a TED Talk on anything, what would you choose and why?
I choose Ted Cruz because he's a very interesting character in modern politics today.
Okay, how about you, Emma?
I choose Dr. Seuss, Dr. Theodore Seuss Geisel, because of his incredible imagination and rhyming abilities.
Well done. How about you, Bradley?
I would give a talk about Teddy Roosevelt because even as the youngest president, he was able to break up monopolies and fulfill his diplomatic responsibilities as president.
Whew, that was a mouthful, wasn't it? How about you, Gabe?
I'll give a TED Talk on my personal role model and the greatest linebacker of all time, Teddy Bruschi.
Bruschi. All right, Needham High. And how about you?
I would give a TED Talk on Ted Allen from Chopped because I like to cook.
And Ben?
I would also give a TED Talk on Ted Roosevelt, but because I love teddy bears, and they were named after him.
All right, and Seth?
I think I'd go with Ted Williams. Love baseball.
Okay, and Roger?
I'd give a TED Talk on Ted Kennedy because he's my favorite senator.
Okay, I sense a theme here. A lot of Ted there, right? Well, that's what it was meant to be. All right, so here's the deal. We're ready for head-to-head. And the way that works is all of you are going to come forward, and all of us are going head-to-head. So let's go. All right, we're about to go head-to-head. I've got Needham High School to my left, Brookline High School to my right. You mind shaking hands to start the round? And a reminder, in this round, you've got 10 points for correct answers. Incorrect answers are going to cost you 10 points. You can buzz in at any time. The clock is set at 90 seconds. Good luck. Here we go. What Greek god of music was also the god of yes?
Apollo.
Yes. Name the only country in the Americas whose sole official language is Portuguese. Yes.
Brazil.
Yes. How many lines of poetry are in a haiku? Yes.
3.
All right, 3 is right. What U.S. president made the decision to drop atomic bombs on Japan in 1940? Yes.
Roosevelt.
No, Harry S. Truman. Which amendment to the U.S. Constitution protects the freedom of the press? Yes.
First.
Yes. Name the only mammal that is capable of true flight. Yes.
A bat.
A bat is right. Name the French author of Journey to the Center of the Earth. Yes.
Verne.
Verne is right, Jules Verne. For 18 years between 1955 and 1973, what country exiled its president, Juan Perón? Argentina. Fairy tale author Hans Christian Andersen was born in what country? Denmark. What element has the chemical symbol AS? Yes.
Arsenic.
Arsenic is right. The Beaufort Sea is part of what ocean? Arctic Ocean. In the Disney film Frozen, what's the name of the snowman voiced by yes?
Olaf.
Olaf is right. Bucharest is the capital city of what? Yes.
Romania.
Yes. What state was admitted as a free state in the compromise? You're in. You want to give it?
Maine.
No, California, the answer there. And that bell sounds the end of the head-to-head round. Score right now, Brookline High School, 260 points. Needham High School, 150 points. How about it, folks? We've got ourselves a quiz show round here. All right, next up is the category round, but first we have a scoring correction. In the last round, credit should not have been given for the question about haikus. So the score is actually Brookline 250 points, Needham High 150 points, and now it's on to the category round with the following categories: Baywatch, A Room of One's Own, Roger That, We the People, The Bee's Knees, and Old Spice. Each category has 5 questions with increasing point value. Players, you can confer with your teammates, but once you do buzz in, you cannot confer any longer. We will need your answer. So, Needham, you've got little ground to make up. You get to choose the first category. What's it going to be?
We'd like to go for Roger That.
These are questions about men named Roger. And for 10 points, what current commissioner of the National Football League has been called the most powerful man in sports? Yes, Roger.
Roger Goodell.
Thank you, Roger. That's right. Category, Needham?
Roger that.
Roger that. For 15 points, what debonair British actor who played super spy James Bond in 7 films passed away in 2017 at the age of 89? Yes, Bradley?
Roger Moore.
Roger Moore is right. And Brookline, you've got the board category.
We're going to go to Old Spice.
These will be questions about spices. And for 10 points, often used in Spanish cuisine, what yellow spice made from crocus blossoms is the most expensive spice in the world? Yes, Emma?
Saffron.
Saffron is right. You've still got the board. Brookline category.
Old Spice.
For 15 points. Vanilla prices soared in 2017 after a powerful cyclone struck what African island nation that supplies more than 80% of the world's vanilla beans? Bradley.
Madagascar.
That is correct. And Brookline, you still have the board category.
Old Spice.
Old Spice for 20 points. What spice made from red peppers is especially associated with Hungarian cuisine, for example, goulash? Yes, Anne?
Paprika.
Paprika is right. Needham, you get the board category.
Roger that.
Roger that for 20 points. In 1975, what legendary film critic for the Chicago Sun-Times became the first person to win a Pulitzer Prize for film criticism? Yes, Seth?
Roger Ebert.
That is correct, Needham. You've still got the board category.
Roger that.
For 25 points. Who came to prominence in the mid-1960s as the founding member and lead singer of the English rock band The Who? Roger Daltrey. You've still got the board, Needham category.
Roger that.
For 30 points this time. What Supreme Court justice wrote the majority opinion in the Dred Scott decision, which ruled that African Americans could not be citizens of the United States? Yes, Seth.
Roger Taney.
Yes, or Tawny. You've still got the board, Needham category.
We the people.
Questions about civics, and for 10 points. According to the Annenberg Policy Center, only a quarter of Americans can name the 3 branches of the federal government. So what are they? Yes, Seth.
Executive, legislative, and judiciary.
That is correct. And Needham, you've got the board category.
We the people.
For 15 points, what founding father is the principal author of the Declaration of Independence? Yes, Ben.
Thomas Jefferson.
Correct. And Needham, you've still got the board.
We the people.
For 20 points. The first 10 amendments to the U.S. Constitution are collectively known as what? Yes, Bradley.
Bill of Rights.
Bill of Rights. And Brookline, you get the board category.
We the people.
For 25 points. What is the minimum age requirement to be U.S. president? Yes, Bradley.
35.
35 is right. You've still got the board. Brookline.
We the people.
For 30 points. Found within Article 6 of the U.S. Constitution. What clause establishes the principle that federal law takes precedence over state laws? Yes, Seth.
Elastic clause.
No. Brookline High, you want to try it? The Supremacy Clause is the answer there, but Brookline, you've still got the board.
Old Spice.
Old Spice for 25 points this time. A main component of curry powder. What ancient Indian spice that begins with the letter T may help prevent Alzheimer's disease? Yes, Roger.
Turmeric.
That is correct. You've got the board category.
Finish up Old Spice.
Old Spice for 30 points. Today, it's associated with eggnog, but centuries ago, the English and Dutch fought a brutal trade war over what exotic spice believed to protect against the plague. Yes, Guy.
Nutmeg.
Nutmeg is right, and Brookline, you have the board. You need a category.
Baywatch.
Baywatch, questions about bays. And for 10 points, the iconic Golden Gate Bridge opened to the public in 1937. It spans what bay? Yes, Bradley?
San Francisco.
Yes, and you've got the board, Brookline.
A room of one's own.
Questions this time about women authors, and for 10 points. In Louisa May Alcott's novel Little Women, the March family, like Alcott's own family, has how many daughters? And
4.
4 is right, and now Needham, you've got the board. Category?
A room of one's own.
Okay, and this time 15 points. What Margaret Atwood novel is a chilling story in which the state strips women of their rights and fertile females are forced to bear children for the ruling class? Yes, Gabe.
Handmaid's Tale.
That is correct. And you've got the board, Brookline.
A room of one's own.
This time 20 points. A woman must have money and a room of her own if she is to write fiction. What British author wrote this in her 1929 essay, A Room of One's Own? Virginia Woolf is the answer. In Brookline, you've still got the board. Category?
A Room of One's Own.
For 25 points, in 1988, who won a Pulitzer Prize for her novel Beloved, the story of a woman haunted by memories of the trauma of her life as a slave? Yes, Emma?
Toni Morrison.
That is correct. In Brookline, you've still got the board.
A Room of One's Own.
30 points this time. Julia Roberts stars in a film version of what memoir by Elizabeth Gilbert, subtitled One Woman's Search for Everything Across Italy, India, and Indonesia? Yes, Gabe?
Eat, Pray, Love.
That is right. In Brookline, you've got the board.
The Bee's Knees.
The bee's knees. This time, questions about insects. And for 10 points, all insects have 3 body segments: head, abdomen, and what? Yes, Seth?
Thorax.
Correct. And Needham, you've got the board. Category?
The Bee's Knees.
15 points. Crickets make their distinctive chirping sound by rubbing together which of the following? A, their legs, B, their wings, C, their antennae. Yes, Ann?
Their legs.
No. Brookline, you want to try it? B, their wings is the answer. And Needham, you've still got the board. Category?
The Bee's Knees.
20 points, derived from the Greek words for scale and wing. What large order of insects includes butterflies and moths? Lepidoptera is the answer. Category, Needham?
The Bee's Knees.
Bee's knees, 25 points. It's been called Beepocalypse and Beemageddon. Over the past decade, honeybees have been dying at record rates in a phenomenon called CCD, which stands for what? Yes, Gabe?
Colony Collapse Disorder.
That is right. In Brookline, you've got the board. Category?
Baywatch.
Baywatch for 15 points. Sri Lanka, India, and Bangladesh all border what body of water that is the largest bay in the world? Yes, Bradley?
Bay of Bengal.
That is correct. And you've got the board, Brookline.
Bee's Knees.
And this time, 30 points. Beetles are the most biodiverse group of creatures known, with more than 380,000 species described to date, making up 40% of all insects. Beetles belong to what order of insects? Coleoptera. Baywatch, the only remaining category, for 20 points. Famous for its blue crabs, what bay on the border of Virginia and Maryland is the largest inlet in the Atlantic coastal plain of the eastern United States? Yes, Emma?
The Chesapeake Bay.
Correct. And for 25 points, what bay on the Atlantic coast of North America has the highest tides in the world? Yes, Emma?
The St. Lawrence Bay.
No, Needham, you want to try it? Bay of Fundy would be the answer there. Oh, I had one more question to get in, but that does end the category round. And the score right now, Brookline High School, 480 points. Needham High School, 255 points. Let's hear it, folks. Okay, we are heading into the final 90 seconds of gameplay. We call it the lightning round. And you get 20 points for each correct answer. Incorrect answers will cost you 20 points. The clock is set. Good luck, teams. Here we go. In 2017, at the age of 39, who was elected the youngest French president in history? Yes, Seth?
Macron.
Yes. And with an E is a new Netflix series based on what 1908 novel? Yes, Emma?
Anne of Green Gables.
Yes. What liquid part of blood is made of water, salts, and proteins? Yes, Roger?
Plasma.
Yes. In Star Wars: The Last Jedi, who reprises his role as Luke Skywalker? Yes, Gabe? Mark Hamill. What country was the site of Nazi Germany's largest and most lethal concentration camp, Auschwitz? Yes, Guy?
Poland.
Yes. Known for its vibrant blue color and purity, what lake in Oregon is the deepest lake in the... Yes, Seth?
Crater Lake.
Yes. Who is the current Chief Justice of the United States? Ann?
John Roberts.
Yes. What 4-letter acronym stands for a Latin phrase meaning the Senate and people of Rome? Yes, Guy?
SPQR.
Yes. Name the only state won by Democratic candidate George McGovern in the 1972 presidential... Yes, Emma?
Massachusetts.
Yes. What is the capital city of Nicaragua? Yes, Roger.
Managua.
Yes. Name the Roman goddess of chance or luck. Ann.
Fortuna.
Yes. Who owned the Red Sox when it became the last team in Major League Baseball to integrate in 1959? Seth.
Yaki.
Tom Yaki. Yes. Martin Luther King Jr. was born in 1929 in what U.S. city? Yes, Ann.
Montgomery.
No. Atlanta was the answer there. The winner this week on High School Quiz Show, Brookline High School. 540 points. The runner-up this week, Needham High School. 375 points. Congratulations, both teams. Brookline now will move on to play in the quarterfinals, so be sure to tune in, and we will see you all back here next week for a High School Quiz Show, everybody. Great job. Check out High School Quiz Show on YouTube for full episodes and bonus features. Visit our website at highschoolquizshow.org. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. High School Quiz Show is available on Xfinity TV on demand from Comcast.
There are hundreds of dangerous intersections out there. Fortunately, there are even more independent insurance agents who work with Safety Insurance, helping to ensure you're covered no matter where you drive. Safety Insurance will help you manage life's storms.
A production of WGBH.